I'm doing a little tidy of my bedroom and kind of a reset for winter and a little bit for Christmas. I've got my sheets in the laundry and I'm going to set a timer and start decluttering and picking up my hot spots. Welcome to the Peaceful Home. After doing an entire month of decluttering, I'm really in a maintenance phase in a lot of areas of my home. Now, there are some things that are still waiting to be finished. For example, I have a whole pile of memorabilia that I am currently going through. I'll show you that in a minute. For the most part, once you have decluttered a space, then you just get to maintain it by doing a quick 2-minute tidy every day. Normally, I do that right before I go to bed. It's part of my bedtime routine. But I was very tired last night, so I crashed, determined to take care of it this morning. If you're not familiar with Fly Lady, she calls our flat surfaces hot spots because they build up so quickly with clutter. I sometimes call them clutter magnets. You know, you can have a clean surface and as soon as you put one thing, it's like a magnet for more. I'm going to take you around my room real quick and show you the reality of the day-to-day for me. Then I'll do a little bit of cleaning. I already dusted right before I took my sheets down to be washed, but I'll make my bed up for winter and show you the end result. One of my trickiest clutter magnets is my nightstand. This needs to be tidied up. The spray bottle needs to be put away. This is a current study I'm doing and I need to just find a spot for it. My purse and my bag to go to church just stay there, so those are fine. Here's my other spot, my paperwork, but because I have this flat surface here, it just seems to attract the clutter. My boots need to go downstairs. I promise I did not kill a chicken in the middle of the night, but I did change out pillows, and they were down, and so there are feathers all over the floor. Here's another little spot, a surface that collects things. This is my water glass from last night, and this is what I'm drinking out of right now. I don't know how many of you end up collecting glasses in your room, but I will put this one right at the top of the stairs to take down the next time I go. I already grabbed my winter throw, but I need to put my summer one away. And then I have the chest here. There's a couple Christmas gifts that need to be put away. I'm going to be doing a thrifting gifts for Christmas video soon. I'm going to put away this sweater. Our grandkids slept over, goodness, probably 5 nights ago, and the sleeping bags are still there. This is the comforter that was on my bed, and now it's just going to go at the end of the bed. These are my spring, summer, fall pillows, the checked one. I just loved having that, and my needlepoint. Those need to get put away. This is my current memorabilia stack, and unfortunately that just has to stay here right now because I am working on it. Normally I set the timer for 2 minutes for a quick tidy, but today I hit the stopwatch. I got everything cleared off. I keep a dry erase board behind the TV, and I straightened my paperwork. I also bought some new kitchen towels that I needed to cut the tags off of. By the time I got everything tidy and vacuumed, it was less than 10 minutes. Once you declutter, tidying just for 2 minutes a day will keep your room clean. Oh my goodness, this is always so shocking to me. I love the canisters instead of the old bags like when I was a kid growing up when you couldn't really see what was in there. This is so rewarding, but I can't believe all this was in my carpet. And of course, whenever I feel like I need to bump up the heat, really all I need to do is vacuum and then I'm fine. I wanted to mention these linen sheets. I told you guys about them a while back, but I didn't feel like I had given them enough time. Now we've had them, I believe, for about 4 months, and they are my new favorite. I absolutely love them. I tend to get cold, and by this time, I'm putting on polar fleece sheets. But these are still keeping me warm. I did change out to a heavier blanket, but these don't feel cold when you're getting in. Now, my husband kind of runs hot, and he's not too hot. He finds the sheets cooling and comfortable. So I will link them below. This is not a sponsored ad, but I am an Amazon affiliate, and I highly recommend these sheets.
I'm going to give you 5 elements to have a cozy bed. But the thing that's important to me is thinking, what am I willing to do every morning to make my bed? And I am not willing to organize like 8 pillows on my bed or do anything intensive. I want to make my bed really quick. The first element of a cozy bed is mixing textures. Now I am using linen, faux fur, velvet, and cable knit. The second element to a cozy bed is a nice thick comforter. Now I love a down comforter inside a duvet. That gives such a cozy look. But in this case, I'm using a faux fur that I got from Target years ago. And I love it. I just bring it out every year and it feels like it's new and fresh to me, and it's warm and it looks great too. Now the third element is a double fold on the top of your sheets. I fold the sheet over the comforter just a little, and then I do a second fold. And this should cover almost a third of the bed to where the pillows don't touch it. Number 4, have at least 4 pillows. Now this is easy for us because my husband and I each have a pillow that go under our heads, and then we have a pillow that goes under our legs or between our knees if we're side sleeping. And I highly recommend that just for your posture and your back. It is so helpful. But that gives me some depth with 4 pillows on the bed. And an option is to do an extra decorative pillow. I really like to only do one so that I don't have to do much in the morning. And at night, I'm only removing 1 pillow. The 5th element to a cozy bed is a throw at the end. Now this could be a folded quilt, a folded comforter, or just a simple throw casually laid over the end of the bed. I'm using the velvet throw that was on my bed for fall, and I thrifted this and I thrifted the pillow shams on 3 different trips. Now that the bed is made, I'm going to change out the artwork above my bed, and this isn't any different than what I've done the last 2 years. I found this Claude Monet print of the magpie, and it's a snowy scene with a fence, and it's just so beautiful. If you go to my Christmas playlist, you'll see that last year when I got this print, it had a blue frame, and I used some rub and buff to add a little black and some gold, and it looks really great. I just don't always change things up a lot. When I find something I like, I'm just happy with it. So this is going back up. I did have to do a new nail because it wasn't the same as the previous painting. Last year, I had a tree in the same spot, and I love having the lights on. I love coming up to get ready for bed and just having the room lit by the little white lights. It just feels so festive, warm, and cozy in my room. And I keep the little lights up all winter long. I do get rid of my Christmas trees, but upstairs and down, I keep up the lights because it makes the winter just seem a little less dreary. Sometimes I like changing things up, and sometimes I don't. So being able to label things where I used them is so helpful. I thrifted this garland last year as well, and all I did was add some gold bulbs. The lights were already on it, and unfortunately this year I do not have any C batteries, so I'm going to have to pick 2 up, and that will make it nicely lit. I did move a couple of my regular plants to sub them with some frosty Christmas trees. I do not replace everything in my home. That feels overwhelming to me. So just do what you have the grace to do and don't feel any pressure to do more than you want to do. Just to give you an idea of how minimal this is, I spent about 15 minutes cleaning, 10 minutes making the bed, and 30 minutes getting out the decor and decorating the room. That is under an hour to just get started on my Christmas decorating.
nice to start small for Christmas. This has changed for me completely from a couple of years ago. I was a die-hard no Christmas before Thanksgiving, and I have completely changed that. I just found that the stress isn't worth it. I would rather do some prep in November and really be able to enjoy December. So start one room at a time, get it clean and tidy, do a little bit of decorating, and move on to the next thing. Stay tuned for Decluttering Christmas Decor. That is coming up soon. It was so nice to have you here today as I went through this room, tidying up, cleaning, getting my bed cozy for winter, and doing a little bit of Christmas decorating. Thanks so much for joining me on The Peaceful Home. Have a great day.